Hello, TikTok. Hello, TikTok. Gonna give some free messages from Spirit this Saturday morning, the day before St. Patrick's Day. I don't really celebrate St. Patrick's Day. I don't know about you guys. I don't know a lot about it, but happy St. Patrick's Day to whoever is out there that does celebrate it. I'm here to get you guys some messages from Spirit this morning. I decided to come on TikTok today instead of Facebook because I can't do both platforms all the time and I haven't been here for a couple of days. So you guys win today. We're going to get you some free messages from Spirit. So if you're new here, come on in. Holy, there's a lot of Spirit here already. I'm sounding like blah, 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 blah. That's how you can tell they're in my head already. You get people here talking to me and I'm trying to focus on what I'm saying and I sound all funny. We're going to try to focus here. All right, you guys, as I'm waiting for you guys to file in and everybody to see that I'm here, I've only got maybe an hour here, and then I have my members group and some more readings and stuff this afternoon. But I try really hard to get up on at least one platform, Facebook or TikTok, every single day and get some free messages from Spirit out there as well, because everybody deserves access to see, they're in my head. Everybody deserves access to this type of healing and these types of messages. I don't know who I'm bringing forward today. I think I'm going to be doing more than one reading on here today, actually, because there's so many people with me. But I know that somebody definitely was not able to communicate before they passed, because I've been dealing with this all morning. They get in my head and they take over my senses, right? So interesting. All right, so all I ask is that you help me, help you guys, and share this live. Let people know that I'm here. I am a professional psychic medium. I do this for a living, full time. This is my job, but I also get heavily shadow banned, very heavily shadow banned by the forces, the powers that be. They don't like me getting up here and doing this work for you guys for free. Let me tell you, they make it very difficult for me. So you guys helping me by sharing this live keeps me coming back up here every single day. So as you share this live and get it out there, I like to start with a quick card pull because there's no such thing as fluke, random, or chance. So Spirit's number one language, if you will, because they don't speak speech like we do. They don't speak English, French, nothing like that. They speak energy. And so synchronicity and alignment is their number one form of energy that they use to speak to you. They will align you in the right place at the right moment at the right time to make sure you get the message they need you to get. So I like to start with a card reading because it gives you guys a chance to ask a question, and I ask questions too when I pull these, just so you know. You ask a question and then I shuffle the cards, pull a card, and give you the meaning of that card. And usually, hopefully, it will give you some insight into whatever question you asked. And then we'll get to how we're going to give away some free messages from Spirit. You ready? So ask your question, guys. Ask a question. What do you want to know? It's so funny. Whenever I do this, my head starts hurting because it's like, the only way I can describe it is that scene from, I don't even remember the movie. I just remember it was Jim Carrey was it Jim Carrey? That where God makes him God for a day and he hears all those voices in his head. Whenever I do the card pulls, it's like, I hear all these voices. But anyway, let's do this. I'm so glad. What did you guys ask? This is a good card to get. Wheel of Fortune, guys. Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune is a stroke of luck coming your way. The wheel is always turning. The thing with the Wheel of Fortune is that the wheel is always turning. The only thing that never changes in life is that life is going to change. Everything is always changing. So if you're at the top of this wheel now and everything's going great, be humble because there's change coming and there's another challenge coming your way. But if you've been down here at the bottom of this wheel, get excited because that means that the blessing is on its way. The wheel is always turning. Okay, you guys. So before I get to Spirit, back up a bit. Now I can't even breathe. Before I get to choosing somebody to read today, I need to explain how this works. But before I do that, I want to remind you to be careful of the trolls. I'm not extremely familiar with how they work here on TikTok, but I know that they haunt the shit out of me on Facebook. And trolls are the people that come into the comment section on not just my posts and on my posts and lives, but on lots of readers' lives. And they try to fish you. See, there's different psychics and mediums of all different levels and abilities, right? And one is not better than the other. We just are all at different levels. But the trolls and the fraud artists, you can tell those people because they're the fishers. They're the ones getting up there trying to fish you. They're leaving comments going, oh dear, you've been chosen. Come to my page. I feel energy drawn off of you. Those are not that. They don't. Those of us doing this work, we don't want a friend request you. We don't want to get information from you. We're not trying to fish you. That's not how it works. So anybody that does that to you, stay away from those people. Those are frauds. A real light worker, a psychic or a medium, they're just going to get up here and do the work, right? They're going to offer their services. And the people that they are able to help will be drawn to those services. So for me, for example, I'll do this work for free. And if you're here, you're going to get a message from Spirit for free, but I'm not going to seek you out and convince you to come here. Spirit will bring you here. And if you would like to book a private reading, a group reading, a Zoom group reading, or any of the other ways that I offer messages from Spirit, because this isn't just it. Like I said, I do this for a living. I'm a professional psychic medium. But you have to go to my website, thmedium.ca. I'm in Canada. thmedium.ca. That is the only way to get a message from Spirit from me or here on these live readings. So please be careful. Something exciting, actually. This is my first book that I've written, and I'm in the process of writing another one. I've had a very interesting life. I've had a very haunted life, if you will. That's why I'm here. And this book is kind of my Helen Keller moment, if you will. It's where I finally realized what was going on and how I was haunted for a good reason. And I started understanding the messages from Spirit and passing them on. Raised by the Dead. It's now on Amazon. And thank you to each and every one of you that have bought in this book. This is the first book, which starts from when I started doing this as like understanding what was going on and doing this for a living. But the book that I'm writing now is the story before this, which is the childhood and all the interesting stuff and scary stuff that happened to me throughout my lifetime that I did not know what it was back then. It's a bit of a tougher write for me than this one because it's emotional. So I wanted to write this one first because it is, I'm telling you, there's some beautiful stories in here. And what I'm going to do tonight is, in my meditation this morning, God told me what he wants me to do is read the first chapter to you guys. So I'm going to do a special TikTok up here. Watch for this later today or tonight. Actually, I'm busy all day today, so it'll be sometime tonight or tomorrow morning. I'm going to do a video where I read the entire first chapter to you guys because it's pretty cool. All right, so this is how this works, you guys. If you're still here and you would like a message from Spirit, then I need you to listen. This is how this works. I'm not very technologically skilled, so you're going to have to understand my little blonde technology language here. But this is how I do this on TikTok. If you would like a message from your loved ones, then, see, some of you already figured this out. You got to go to that little people button thingy down there in the bottom and add yourself to my live. And I have Spirit here. Like I said, somebody's been here who definitely couldn't communicate so well before they passed. I have Spirit here, and I'm going to match that Spirit with somebody in that has asked to join my live. Did I say that right? I'm going to push the little button thingy. See, this is what I mean. I can't speak technology, you guys. I can talk to the dead all day long, but I struggle with the technology stuff. But I think hopefully you get the gist. Add yourself to my live. I'm going to click the little button thingy. I'm going to see all your names listed there, and then I'm going to match the soul that I have here with somebody in the comment section or in the invite section. I'm going to pull you up on my live, and I'm going to give you a free live reading. But I want you guys, before I do that, especially because I have so many new people here on TikTok, I want to quickly explain to you guys how this works. I want you guys to remember that your loved ones are not talking to me. They are talking to you. That when they come through, interesting. When your loved ones come through, you guys, they are not talking to me. They are talking to you. And what that means is that I might not understand the message. Holy, I'm telling you, they're loud in my head right now. Give me a second here. Not sure what's going on out there in the comment section or energetic wise, but I just felt a big wave. I don't know if any of you out there just felt that, or if you guys just got kicked off the live or something, but I just felt a dramatic, energetic wave. So let me try this again. I'm going to choose somebody to read here in a moment. And when I do, I want you to remember that your loved ones are talking to you, not me. And what I mean by that is that they don't speak speech like you and I do. They speak energy. They speak signs and symbols. And they will show me whatever it is that they need to show me to get me to say what they need me to say so you get the message they need you to get. But you have to understand that I'm not in your life. So I don't know why they're telling me to say what they want me to say. My job is the medium, the interpreter, the person in between. My job is to get you the message, or to tell you the signs and symbols that they are showing me so you get the message they need you to get. But I call them puzzle pieces because I'm not in your life to know how that all fits. I don't know why they're telling me to say what they're saying. Your loved ones are going to bring up things that sound very random but are extremely specific to what is going on in your life. For them, this is not about predicting what's coming up in your world. It is not about guessing which sign or symbol you wrote down on a piece of paper to test them before we connect. This, for them, is about giving you the details and the validations of the things that I can't know so that you know that they are still here, that they are with you, that they're not gone. That is why I get up here every single day. I don't care if there's 5 people here watching or if there's 500. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here because whoever I'm going to read today needs this message. It feels like a grandma or a mother figure, but I'm going to read for a couple of people. All I know, if you've ever seen any of my lives, is that I do this work because I walk around this world feeling so many of you feeling disconnected from your loved ones. You think that when they're dead, that they're gone, and they're not. The physical body gives them the ability to communicate in a physical way. You can see and touch and feel them here in the physical world when they have a physical body. But when they exit the physical body, the soul doesn't just poof, disappear. Newsflash, heaven is here. It's here. It's not up there. It's here. It's just a dimension that you can't see with your physical eyes. Like a sunbeam that shines its light through a window and you can see all the dust particles in that sunbeam. Those dust particles aren't only existing in the sunbeam. They're there whether the sunbeam is there or not. It's just that your physical eyes cannot see them or experience it. You can't touch, feel, smell, sense those dust particles in any way, shape, or form until the beam of light shines on them in a certain way, and then you can see that they're there. They've always been there. Heaven is all around us. I walk through this world feeling your loved ones all around you, loving you, communicating with you, talking to you, and experiencing life with you. And I get up here every single day and do these free live readings and this work to try to teach you their language so that you don't have to go the rest of your life experiencing their absence. I want you to experience their presence, because once you understand their language, once you understand there's no such thing as fluke, random, or chance, that is them lining you up at the right moment, at the right time, at the exact right time to give you whatever it is that you've asked for. Once you understand that they can still connect with you, yes, a bit differently than they did in the physical world. Once you understand that, you will never feel their absence again. It's different than the physical, but it's better than dead. There is no such thing as death. Okay, so thank you for helping me help you. All I ask is that if you would like a message, please share the live. I think there's like 20 people here. I know it's early on a Saturday morning, but this is TikTok, you guys. We can do better than that. We're going to pull somebody up here and give a message, and it's still kind of early. Let me see my glasses here. It's only 10:30. I have to do members at 12, which is a private members group on Zoom. And you can go to my website and find out more about that too if you would like. But that's at noon. So I've got you guys until noon. So we're going to pass on as many messages as we can if you guys help me help you and share the live. Sound good? All right. Let's see who we got here, you guys. Let's see. Hello, can you hear me?
Hello.
Hello. What is your name, hun?
Leanne.
Okay, I ask because not all the time is your screen name the same as your first name.
Yes.
Holy, the energy is strong. Okay, so have you ever seen me read before, Leanne?
Once before you read for me.
Oh, I have read for you before?
Yes.
Awesome. It's been a while though.
Yeah.
When you say yes, is it like very recently?
No, it's been a while.
Okay. The reason why I ask is because I try to keep people spread out so that everybody has access to this, right? But there's somebody
Yeah.
here that really doesn't give a crap. She's like, it's my turn. Who did you want me to connect to, hun?
My friend Ian.
Okay. So interesting. When you say my friend Ian, I can tell a couple of things before we've even connected. So, Ian must have passed somehow very suddenly, unexpectedly, or traumatically, because as soon as you said Ian, I could feel some distorted energy around him, which is pain, grief, trauma around somebody's passing. And that kind of energy can make it trickier for me to connect to. Kind of like water will distort sound, pain and grief can kind of distort the energy field. So, you have a grandmother figure that's bringing that person forward. She's going one above, so it could even be great grandmother. All I know is this lady, who you don't have as much grief or pain around, is because I can hear her very clearly. She's stepping forward, kind of sweeping that distorted energy away to bring him forward. Are you ready to do this?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know who that grandma is? Because she's like, you just better know that I'm here. This girl loves you, let me tell you. Do you understand that message, Leanne?
Kind of. I'm trying to think of who it might be.
Oh, she rolled her eyes when you said that. Okay, let's connect and see who this is. This is going to be interesting. Ready? Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay. Both feet flat on the floor, hun. I know I'm bossy, right? Okay, both feet flat on the floor. I want you to close your eyes and then I want you to take a deep breath, picturing that deep breath starting at your big toe, slowly pulling it all the way up through your body and then blow it directly towards me and give me a minute to focus. Okay. Interesting. All right. So if I've read for you before, then you've heard me describe the puzzle dump, yes?
Yes.
Okay, so here we go. Puzzle dump. I'll just explain it real quick for those out there if he'll let me talk. What I call the puzzle dump is when we connect, there's a huge amount of information that washes over my senses. But because I'm not in your life, I'm not exactly sure how all of that connects. So it's like puzzle pieces to me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain everything that I'm picking up and then we'll go back and figure out how that fits. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so right away he's taken me. If you can hear, I can't breathe. I'm going. The thing is, when they step forward and they take me through their passing from their perspective, not yours, it's very important that you remember this because he's taken me to the throat. There's something, and I was saying this in the beginning, that I knew that there was somebody here that kept playing with my mind and saying that they didn't get a chance to say goodbye, or there was they couldn't communicate before they passed away. There's a lot of trauma or distorted energy around this soul's presence here. Shows me sudden, unexpected, traumatic. But all I feel, to be honest with you, is that breath. And then I'm on the other side. I'm not exactly how did he pass, hun?
They aren't sure.
This is why it is so important that they take me through their passing from their experience, not ours. Do you hear he's still restricting my breath?
Yeah.
Because his last memory was that he didn't breathe and then he went to the other side. And it's his mother or his grandmother that is on that side. That is why she was rolling her eyes. That's why you don't have any grief or trauma around her passing, because he immediately connected with the mother figure that's on that side. He put the heart around the two of them, and I smell smoke. Is he the smoker?
No, he never smoked.
So then he's with the lady that's smoking because I smell smoke. And it doesn't matter that you don't know who she is because they're going to give you the details and the validations that will prove to his family who that is. They'll know who the grandmother smoker is on that side. Spirit will only give you a sign like that that will make sense for one person so that you know that he's safe and at peace over there. Do you understand the tragedy? Well, obviously, if you don't know how he passed, but he's saying sudden, unexpected. He still hasn't eased up on my throat. And he's showing me distance or space. So I don't know if that means that it was a distance, he was a distance away when he passed, or it's been some time since you spoke before he passed. How do you understand the distance or space?
It's been a while since we spoke before he passed, but
Okay. So it's interesting. He keeps emphasizing the spinning thoughts, not getting a chance to say goodbye. Is there an addiction here? Something? I don't know if this is, I'm not in my right mind, but he's still not letting up on the throat thing. And he's still emphasizing that he did not suffer. But I do feel a blanket of responsibility in my passing in some way, shape, or form. That doesn't mean intention. There's a difference between intention and responsibility. But it's like, I don't know if somebody's blaming themselves for this or whatnot, but he's saying, I take responsibility for where I was or how this happened. But you got to know I didn't suffer. I didn't breathe. And then I'm on the other side and reunited with my grandmother or the lady that's smoking over there. It hasn't been that long. It feels like it's interesting because when I talked to you before, is this the same person that I spoke to before?
no, it's
I
not.
don't think so. Because he's making me feel like he had to get you here somehow. Synchronicity and alignment. You were in the right place at the right moment at the right time. And he said, tell her I heard her asking. And so this is me trying to give her the answer because you just want to know why, how, why, how, right? Hello?
Yep.
See, here's the thing, hun. I can't do this alone. This is what I mean. You
Sorry.
have to understand. He's not talking to me. He's talking to you.
Yeah.
If I don't understand the messages that are being delivered, he's not going to keep talking. So you have to kind of work with me here and help me
Yeah.
understand if you understand this. Because spirit is going to bring up things that are specific to you, thoughts that you've had that you haven't told anyone. And there's a lot of reassurance coming here. And I know that you don't have the clarity that or the answers that you want yet, but I do know that he's using synchronicity and alignment to put you here with me right now. And he's going to use his synchronicity and alignment to bring those answers and that truth into your world. It's just a matter of time. But he needs you to know he didn't suffer and that he is safe and at peace on that side. And he said, tell you that he looks so much better. And I keep seeing my sign for the breaking of an addiction. How do you understand that?
I don't really know. Only I can only think of one other person that passed that had an addiction, but
No, this has to do with him. I don't think he's in addiction, but I don't know how to understand that. And when you say you don't know how he died, I heard an ambulance. Was he rushed to the hospital? Like, did he pass in a hospital?
yes, he did.
See.
He went into the hospital for a stomach ache and passed 2 days later.
This is why he keeps taking me to the head. See, thank you. Now I can breathe again as soon as you said that, because now you validated for me. He's like exactly what I'm saying. I couldn't say goodbye. I couldn't say goodbye. It was sudden. It was unexpected. It was so traumatic. But he needs you guys to know, even though he couldn't communicate before he passed, that he wasn't in mass amounts of pain. He felt that one last breath. And probably the reason he's taking me to that breath, because he keeps showing me thoughts, is that um, somebody watched him take that last breath. And that watching somebody take that last breath can be very painful for the souls that are left here because the body goes through motions when we take that last breath, right? And it looks worse for us than it is for them because God takes the soul before they feel any pain. There is something about, and see, here's the thing. I don't know if, because he keeps saying, I broke that addiction long time ago. There is no addiction. Like the breaking of an addiction, don't get it twisted. So when you say that he went in for a stomach issue, it has nothing to do. He's making it quite clear. There is no substance here. I don't know if he used to drink or he's like very much adamantly, there is no substance. Are they doing like an autopsy or something to try to figure out how he passed?
His mom wanted to get an autopsy done, but I'm not sure if they ever followed through with that or not.
Got ya. So he's just and how long ago was this? Because it doesn't feel that long ago, like within the last year or so.
It was last July, so it hasn't been a year yet.
So he's thanking you for continuing to think of him. He's thanking you for asking about him today. He's like, I hear your thoughts, I got you here. He's like, why'd you pick up your phone at that moment, at that time? Why'd you stick around to watch this crazy chick? Why are you here right now? He did that. He's thanking you for continuing to remember him. And then as he's pulling his energy back, hun, he's like, by the way, nice hair. So I don't know. And he feels kind of laughing about that. So I don't know, because I can't even see you, if you're sitting there because it's early, it's like bedhead, or if you did something to your hair since he last saw you. But he's kind of teasing you about your hair.
No, not that I can think of.
Do you kind of have bedhead right now? Like, did you just wake up?
Yeah, I just got up.
I'm telling you, I can't see you, but he can see you. And he's like, nice hair, by the way. Okay, I'm going to let him pull his energy back. There's another person here trying to come through, but please know that he's with you. The synchronicity and the alignment around this is to try to give you peace, and to his family who may see this, because I post all these readings on YouTube afterwards, is to give his family peace that there will be, I don't want to say justice, but I feel like clarity will come in. That I do know that this has nothing to do with substance or addiction or anything like that. He's very much emphasizing that. So maybe that's what his mom needs to hear. But I do feel a blanket of responsibility, which doesn't mean that he did this on purpose, or obviously if he got sick, it just could mean that, you know what, it's nobody's fault. It's nobody's fault. It's, you know what, means that my life, this is my life purpose. That's exactly where we're getting here. That's what he needs his mom to know and his family to know. There's nothing they could have, would have, should have done differently that would have prevented this, because it was his time. Not all souls are born to live 100 years. If we all lived 100 years, it would be a boring life, but it was his time.
And he was very close to his grandma, and his grandma's passed too.
Do
So
you see what I'm saying? How much you want to bet
that
she smokes?
I didn't ever met her, but maybe.
They will give you a message that won't make sense to you and only will make sense to the person that it's meant for, so that the person that it's meant for knows. There's no way you could have known that. There's no way I could know that. It's his way of getting a message to the family to know that she came to get him. They are together on the other side.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, I'm going to let him pull his energy back. I hope that was helpful.
Thank you very much. Yes, it was.
Okay, I just need you to click it off though. Oh, because I'm not exactly sure how to do that without ending the whole live. I heard it ding ding. Interesting. Okay, let's do another one because somebody's playing with my face right now. I got the tickles on the face, which is like a sign of disfiguration, or that I didn't look at the end of my life the way that I did in life. So let's do this. All right.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm good. How is your name, Kiara?
Yes, it is.
The energy increased as soon as I clicked on your name.
Sorry, I've been kind of like wishing for this moment, and I've been like, so today's my birthday.
Happy birthday. Don't tell me
Thank
anymore,
you.
though. I want Spirit to do the work for you, okay?
Good.
Aw. Okay, so that explains to me why the second that there's like 7 or 8 names in my list, my
Oh,
attention went directly to you and my face got massively itchy and Spirit was like, you better pick me or I'm gonna haunt you. It's like,
oh.
okay, synchronicity and alignment. Who do you want me to connect to, hun?
My grandfather. I don't know if I need to be specific, but like I can picture him in my mind.
All you got to do is tell me, Grandpa, and here we go. So, have you ever seen me read, or is that the first reading that you ever saw?
I've just recently started, I want to say earlier this week, watching you.
Awesome. So, Grandpa was getting you ready to be ready for this reading. See, remember when I said that Spirit's number one language is synchronicity and alignment? This is what I'm talking about. And so they have to get you ready to be ready to line up for a message. And he's got you to start seeing me a week ago so that he could get you here on your exact birthday. Isn't that cool?
I don't know, I had like a feeling like that he would, but a part of me was like, no, I'm just getting hopes high.
Yeah, that's called a thought that interrupts the rest of your thought. That's what they sound like.
Yeah.
We can still hear them. You hear them through your heart and you interpret it in your mind as a thought that interrupts the rest of your thought. That's him talking to you.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool? Okay, let's do this. He's telling me to shush it. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Both feet flat on the floor. I want you to close your eyes and then I want you to take a deep breath, picturing that deep breath starting at your big toe, slowly pulling it all the way up through your body and then blow it directly towards me and give me a minute to focus. Okay, so he's got good energy. Puzzle dump, are you ready? Here we go.
I'm ready.
Right away, I'm feeling that disfiguration in my face. That he did not look at the end of his life the way that he did in the for most of it. He does not want you to remember him that way. He jumps up and down, shows me how much mobility and strength he has over there. He's like showing me his muscles, how strong he was or he is. And when they show me the energy, the signs that way of jumping up and down, how strong we are, it usually tells me that they were very weak before they passed, or that did not look very well before he passed. He shows me my symbol for the body scan, which is more than one issue in the body or pain throughout the body. But it's interesting the way he shows me this, because I don't know if he recovered from some kind of illness or he dealt with an illness for most of his life. But then at the very end of his life, it just felt like it came very quickly. He shows me sudden unexpected, like very quickly at the very end. So I'm not exactly sure how to interpret that yet. But then I started laughing because he smelled so good. He's like, I know, don't I smell good? And I don't know if this is like Old Spice or like what the
Yes,
heck. But
I have his cologne. I've had both his bottles since he passed.
that's what I mean. He's stepping forward in that energy. I can smell it. So he knows you have his cologne. He does not want you to remember him as weak. He doesn't want you to think of him in that way. How did he pass, hon?
He had full body cancer.
You see what I'm saying? He showed me that he had all that issues throughout the body, but then he took it all away. And he said when he passed, he had no pain. Oh, you guys medicated him, didn't you?
Yeah.
See, that's why I feel it that way. This is why the dead take me through their passing from their experience, not yours. Because when you guys made that choice or decision to give him that medication, his pain was gone. So his death was peaceful. He passed this physical world in no pain whatsoever.
That's good to know. Sorry.
He's so grateful for the choices and decisions that were made around his passing afterwards. And he's so grateful to be reconnected with your grandmother. And he's offering so much love to her. Is she still here in the physical world?
No, she passed before him.
So that's why he's showing me reconnection. I can never tell when they say that they had, or when they have cancer like that, because sometimes when the soul exits the physical world, they tell me they're reconnected with their loved ones here. Like he's saying he's reconnected with you now, because in the physical, when our body is so deteriorated, that separates us from our family. So now we're on that side, we can reconnect with them. But so he's bringing her forward as well. They are so in love.
They're my dream couple. I always wanted love like them.
That little girl, now that we brought, that's a little girl in the background.
Yeah, it's my daughter.
And now that we brought grandma through, I'm seeing this. Are you named after her? Did you name your daughter after her? Like, is she showing me named after her or just like?
We're not named after her, but mine and my daughter's middle name is like a long family name.
that is from the family passed
Yeah.
down. So
Yeah.
that would still match that. Interesting. Hold on. She said one of three. What does that mean? How many kids do you have?
This is my first one.
Oh, Grandma. Shh. They have access to all the time on that side, just so you know. She said she sent her to you. It's an answered prayer.
I can see it.
Okay, so slow down a second. Grandpa's showing me the wedding pictures. He's showing me their wedding pictures, and I'm not sure if they've been restored or there's something about being redone or placed on a wall. I'm not sure what this means. He loves it. Somebody's changed it, not changed it, enhanced it. I don't know what I'm seeing here.
It might be something with my aunt. They talked about how they hated the one on the wall because they look distorted.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they're saying that, and then your daughter's in the background. Yeah, 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 yeah. Do you know why? Because
What?
there's no such thing as fluke, random, or chance. That thought that you had that interrupt the rest of your thoughts, that had the feeling that maybe they're going to bring through a message, is the same energy that your grandparents are using to poke your baby and let her talk when they need her to talk. It's called spiritual emphasis. Whenever you see a ding, a bing, a yeah, a flash after you say something, that's spirit's way of emphasizing whatever you just said. Your grandparents really want you to know that they see what's going on. They heard the conversation about the picture. That's why they're like, yeah, you guys, we give you your blessing, do that. But they also want you to know that they're there playing with your daughter as well. He's showing me that they're together, they're together, they're together. Did you bury or place them together? Do you understand that? Even if they were cremated or their urns are beside each other, I'm not sure what he means, but they're together, they're together. Do you
They
understand
put
that?
their ashes together in the same urn.
They're in the same urn?
Well, they're spread where they wanted to be on the Columbian River.
So they know that as well, because they're showing me my sign for that we are physically together. And what's even more interesting is that I did see the urn when I said that. So I'm like, oh, I thought their urns were together. But that makes even more sense. They attended your wedding in spirit. Did you get married? So here's the thing. I feel this two ways. One, I feel your grandmother there. So she must have been passed before you got married. Yes.
Yeah, they both passed before we got married.
Well, your grandfather's gone back and witnessed it a couple of times, to be honest with you. Um, and I feel honored at that ceremony. Did you remember them in that ceremony?
I did. We had a plaque that said something for those passed on, and then I wore jewelry from them.
So that she knows. And I'm seeing the song "You Are So Beautiful to Me." They sent you a sign that day. Hold on. I'm seeing the birds or the doves. Or what is this? Did you get married outside, hun?
We got married in the mountains.
So yeah, outside.
Yeah.
There's something about a bird in, I don't know if it's just, if it was over the ceremony as you were getting married, if it was in the pictures, there's birds. They're using birds in to show you that they were there.
I always figured they were like hawks because I get followed by hawks everywhere.
There you go. They have a huge library for birds. A bird is a bird is a bird to me.
Yeah.
But that doesn't surprise me that they said hawks, because you know what your grandfather just said in my head when you said that? He's like, of course it's hawks. Those are the man birds. Those are the tough ones. Ain't no weak bird for me. He wants you guys to see him as healthy and happy and able to help in your world. He's like, see, I aligned this for you because it's your birthday. This is what you wanted for your birthday. What baby wants, baby gets. Your job is to ask, and they will line it up for you, knowing that they're not gone. And when you spray that cologne or you smell that cologne, your grandfather is right there with you, because it is literally impossible for you to think of them if they're not right in front of you.
Yeah, I see that now.
Do you have his hat? Why is he showing me a hat?
I have one of his fishing hats.
He knows. He knows. I promise you, they're still with you. He's like, have the bestest birthday ever. Um, I see water though. Where do you live?
I live in Idaho.
Okay, never been there. But are you going somewhere around water or something like there's a trip or there's something around water coming up
We were thinking about going to one of the local hot springs.
today?
I don't know about today, but we were thinking this weekend.
Got you. So he knows. He's hearing the conversation. They're going with you. Make
Oh.
sure you tell them to come with you. And what's going to happen is when you on the trip, you're going to be lined up with synchronicities. You're going to be lined up with things that you're probably, I don't know if this is going to happen on the trip or if this already happened. What he just showed me in my head is that you've lined up with people that kind of look like him. Has that happened to you before? You're out and about and you're like, you have to do a double take because you think you see someone in the crowd that looks just like Grandpa?
Yeah.
That's because he wants you to know that he's with you. He wants you to know that he's there. So they line you up with a sign or a symbol that will make you think of them. Because if you're thinking of them, they are with you. It is literally impossible for you to think of something that's not there. Do you smell dog poop if there's no dog poop around? No. You smell it when it's there. Even if you can't see it, your nose will tell you if it's there. Yes?
Yeah.
When your loved ones are around, even if you can't see them, your heart will tell you when they're there, and you will process that through your thought as a thought that interrupts the rest of your thoughts.
Yeah.
He was there around the birth of your baby, too. Was it really scary? Because he said, we were there, we protected you, we offered so much reassurance and so much love around the birth.
Yeah, she got stuck inside of me. Um, and so they had to call like all the nurses in to push on me to get her out. And she had the umbilical cord wrapped around her neck. We actually found out that there was 2 umbilical cords. Yeah.
Wow.
So thinking about it, maybe that's why she said 3, because they said they only seen it with twins. So
So she could have been a twin. I'm telling you, there's still 2 more kids coming on the, like that she can see on the other side. Because see, they have access to all the time on that side. The past, the present, the future. And you have to understand that's not written in stone. That just means that if you guys decide, because we have free will here, that you would like more children, I can see at least 2 more souls jumping in here. But they don't want you to be afraid to do that because they got your back and they have you very much protected and your daughters protected. They love your husband, by the way. They're really proud of him. They just put the test on the fridge. So there's a promotion or, well, the test on my fridge means either getting really good grades, a promotion, or an advancement of some sort in life. Do you understand that?
I'm hoping so. He's the sole provider in our house, so
You're looking for an advancement. See, they're talking to you, not me, and I'm not sure what is going on in your life, but they're specific. So either there's some promotion he's trying to get, or he just got, or there's something. What are they talking about here?
I'm not 100% sure. I mean, my husband's really close with his bosses because he works his butt off for the company. He does actually the same stuff that my grandpa did, so I'm not sure.
So Grandpa's bringing this up because he's getting him a promotion of some sort. I'm telling you, there's a promotion, an advancement, a something coming up, especially because if your grandfather did this type of work, then it's easy for him to pull strings behind the scenes because he knows what to do.
He knows the people too that he works with.
He's really proud of your husband, really proud of him, really proud that you've married somebody that reminds you so much of your grandfather because your grandfather showed me this like he was your best friend.
He was.
Is. He said,
Is.
is. Hello, I'm here on your birthday. Haven't missed one. Not gonna miss one. You keep talking to him and you keep telling him what you need and he will keep lining it up for you.
Okay.
See? She said, okay. She heard him.
Oh,
Oh, I love you. I'm gonna let him pull his energy back now, hun, but I hope that was helpful.
thank you. That made it one of the best birthdays, so.
Well, just so you know, I will have this posted up on YouTube in the next day or so. So watch for it on YouTube and then you can share it with your friends and family as well.
Thank you so much.
All right, just click the little box thingy for me if you can, whatever it's called.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, I think we're gonna bring forward one more person, shall we? Shall we do one more reading here, you guys? I never do 3 or 4 readings at a time, do I? But I'm doing it today. My ear is just a going. Interesting. This is my sister's name. Oh, my ear, my ear, my ear. Hello.
Hello.
Is your name Tammy?
It is.
My sister's name.
And you know what? It's funny. You said if you wanted to come up here, all you have to do is ask them. And as soon as you said that, I asked them. I said, guys, I want to talk to my brother. Can you please get her to pick me? I want to talk to him. I haven't talked to him in forever.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You ever seen me read before, Tammy?
Just the last reading you did.
Isn't that awesome?
Yes.
Synchronicity and alignment. And your name is Tarot with Tammy. So I know that you are, he just said getting your feet wet in this industry. And so they've aligned you with somebody like me who got our feet wet a while ago and speaks synchronicity and alignment to show you that before we even start, there's a huge message here. And that is that they got your back and that you are on the right path. And all you have to do is ask and you shall receive. Sometimes we get stuck in the challenge, and I can feel, we haven't even started yet, Tammy. This is how big and strong this message is that in the recent past, there is some challenge here, and that he wants you to know, A, he's not gone, he's still here, and B, he's very proud of you for overcoming those challenges, because as you overcome those and heal yourself, now you have tools and skills that you are able to offer the world to help other people heal.
Yes.
Cool. You ready to do this?
I am so excited.
All right. So I like to start with a connection exercise. So what I want you to do is just sit with both feet flat on the floor for me. Deep breaths and strong. Stop, stop, stop. Okay. Both feet flat on the floor. And then what I want you to do is close your eyes and I want you to take a deep breath, picturing that deep breath starting at your big toe, slowly pulling it all the way up through your body and then blow it directly towards me and give me a minute to focus. Oh, okay. So here we go. Puzzle dump. Here we go. He's throwing a lot of information at me. So what I was picking up the second I clicked on your name, and that is very loud now, is this huge pain down the side of my head. I feel impact. I feel like I'm just bang in the side of the head. I'm not exactly sure why I got this pain. It could be a number of things. I feel sudden, unexpected, traumatic passing. I taste blood, which is my sign for traumatic
Yes.
passing. Does not necessarily mean there was blood. It just means trauma. I can feel the distorted energy around his passing. And part of the reason why he's here today is to remove that distorted energy so that you know he's not in pain. Oh, thank God. As soon as I say that, the pain's gone. The second that he passed, that he transitioned, his soul. Okay, so hold on. Slow down, buddy. Slow down. He
I know. His nickname was Speedy.
he stepped out of his physical body at the end of his life. Now, what that means is that he shows me staying tethered to the physical body before he passed. Our soul is tethered to the physical body with a spiritual cord, just like a baby is tethered to mom with an umbilical cord. And sometimes if a soul has a lot of trauma or whatever this pain is, sometimes if they pass when nobody's around or for a number of reasons, they will do this. The soul will step out of the body, but stay with the body until they're ready to cross over. And he's showing me that, but he needs you to know that the second that his soul stepped out of the body, he was instantly safe and at peace and not in any pain. Do you
Thank you.
understand that?
I do.
How did he pass, hon?
He was stabbed.
Yeah.
It punctured his lung and he basically drowned in his own blood.
Yeah. So what's interesting is when you say that he was stabbed, I don't feel stabbed. But when he was stabbed, I bet you he fell.
I'm not sure, I wasn't there.
Oh, I'm sure, because I don't feel stabbed, but I do feel that bang to the back of my head. I feel, and what's interesting is when you say he was stabbed, I can slowly feel, and I tasted blood earlier, right? I can feel the blood draining. But he needs you to know that as dramatically painful as that sounds, he did not experience that. He felt a blunt trauma, which I'm guessing I get stabbed, I fall. That's what he felt. And then immediately was on the other side, even if he didn't die right away because he's tethered to the body. Do you understand?
I do.
He's telling me how beautiful you are. He's like, can you tell my sister how beautiful she is? Like, she is so beautiful. I've been watching over her for a while. I'm so proud of her. He is so incredibly, like, I can't emphasize this enough how proud he is of you. Remember us feeling that darkness that you've been through recently?
I've been through so much darkness through my entire life, and that's why I know he's so proud of me.
I know he's so proud of you. He said he needs you to know, though, that everything you've been through has a purpose for it. It
I
has a
believe
purpose.
this.
And you're stepping into your purpose now because the fact that it says Tarot with Tammy tells me, and it doesn't feel like you've been doing it extremely long. It feels like you've maybe like me, you've been kind of playing with them for a long time, but you've decided to get serious about this, decided to try to get out there and help people with this. That's the whole.
My unveiling or spiritual awakening with the Kundalini awakening happened spontaneously without knowing what it was back in October of last year. And
Yes.
so with that, I've had the falling off of all family and friends thinking I was crazy because I was speaking with spirit and the God source. And so it's been really difficult to overcome that mountain by myself.
You're not by yourself, sweetie. I promise you, he's with you every step of the way. Sometimes what you're dealing with right now is called the generational chain, okay? So sometimes we have generational chains, generational curses that get passed down from generation to generation. Healing is messy and it's hard and it's complicated. And so sometimes we have to separate from our family so that we can heal. And that's not forever. It's temporary. It's waves, right? But you separate so that you can heal and you become an extraordinary example of what is possible for the rest of your family. I'm so aware of what you're going through. I've lived it my life. My family is, and your brother just unplugged my phone, just so you know. That freaked me right out. I just saw the thing completely unplug and like throw against the wall. So let me just put my heart back in my chest for a second here.
He does a lot of things. He has a lot of energy manipulation.
Oh yeah, well, like you guys can't see it here. I don't know if you heard that on camera, but I'm telling you, he just did that. He's helping you along the way. Some of these generational chains cannot be changed in one generation. They take 4 generations to break a generational chain. And some of these things can't be just done in the physical world. It's us in the physical and them in the non-physical. It's 2 realities and we're doing it together. When I tell you that your brother's not gone, he's still here. He's helping you overcome this challenge now, because as you overcome this challenge now, then your family, all those people that are like pointing fingers at you right now, don't worry about those, because those are the same people that you're going to save later.
I'm hoping that they can see it that way. I'm hoping they're willing to change their perspectives to be
Some of
more
them never
positive.
will, honey. Literally, that's what my book is about. This book, Raised by the Dead, I just published it on Amazon. It literally goes through my struggle with this, of how literally when I posted this book, I got threats. Like, this book is so beautiful. Like, the miracles that Spirit has pulled off in this book is not even funny. And at the end of that book, my family and friends went and bought it. Not because they wanted to support me, let me tell you.
Yeah.
They were scared they were in it because they all know they did me wrong. And
Yeah.
what they said afterwards was that, Tracy, we don't think you're evil, because I write about that in my book, exactly what we're talking about here. They said,
Mhm.
Tracy, we don't think you're evil. We just think you play with evil. Oh, okay. Huh. And we know that you wrote the book hoping that people won't see it that way, but we do. Just get over it. Some people you can't save. Don't let those people be your focus, because the more that you focus on those people, the harder it is for you to get up here and do the work for the people like you that need the work. Focus on where you're going, and your brother is going to line up in your world all the tools and supports you need to get there, because you're on the right road. It's just that sometimes, here we go. Some people go to university and college to be trained by professors to be who they want to be in this world. And some of us go through life being trained by God to be who he needs us to be in this world.
That makes
That's
total sense.
That's what you're going through right now. So, listen, your brother is saying synchronicity and alignment. There's no such thing as fluke, random, or chance. All those things, and you're starting to know that. Those are him. Those are not just him. He's connected with the grandparents on the other side as well. I don't think it's parents because he's showing me one above, and I see them holding hands, which is my symbol that they are together or married in the physical. They were together or married in the physical world. So, do you have one set of grandparents that are on the other side as well?
Honestly, it could be my dad's side, but with the amount of trauma I went through, I wasn't really close with that side of the family. I
Here's
know my
why.
grandmother was passed on that side, but the grandfather, I'm not sure if he's gone or not.
Here's why this matters. Because as you heal this now for you, you heal it for them and you heal it for all the generations that come after you.
I have been getting message that a lot of these emotions I'm feeling out of the blue are not of my own. It is healing past traumas that were not my own, and I need to be aware of that. Like as I'm healing their wounds, I'm feeling their emotions, as in you have to feel it to heal it. So their emotions are being thrown at me, and if I'm not aware of that, it can be
Well,
confusing.
let me help you with that one a little bit. You can't feel an energy that you don't resonate with. So this is where empaths get stuck, okay? So we think if we're empathic, everywhere we go, we feel everything. Not true. You can only feel what resides within you. It's like this. If you have two pianos on opposite sides of the room, okay, and I push the C key over here, it will resonate the C key over here. Not the D key, the C key.
Law of
You follow
attraction.
me? What?
Law of attraction, so to speak.
Resonance, right?
Yeah.
So it has to be the same frequency. So
Yes.
if you are feeling emotions, it's not their emotions, it's their emotions that resonate with your emotion.
So yeah, the long history of trauma, the same type of trauma, the same kind of pain that I felt, they have felt previously.
Yes. And so
Okay.
when that pain, when they are talking to you about that pain, it will trigger your pain. But here's what happens. Once you heal that, it can't be triggered anymore. It can't be. You can only, so it's like if I have a piano here and a piano here and I push the D key or the C key, let's go with the C, we used C before. If I'm pushing the C key over here and there is no C key over here in this piano, there is not a single other key that is going to vibrate because it can't. You can
Okay.
only vibrate the energy that is within you. So when you are triggered by an energy around you of somebody else's pain and it triggers yours, that means you have to sit and heal your pain. Once your pain is healed, nobody can trigger you anymore.
Okay. With that being said, is there any way that you could maybe see the circumstances around my brother's death, if it was truthful the way it was brought out or not? I feel like there was a lot of lies being covered up, and I feel like in order for me to heal properly through this, I need to know the truth.
Okay, so on that, he goes back 2 to 3 years. I'm going back 2, 3. How long ago did he pass?
2007.
So he's going back 2 or 3. So then he's probably going back 2, 3 years before he passed. Um, Ding ding. He says 2, 3 years before he passed, there was some changes that started to go on in his life, and then he's showing me distance or space. Was there some distance or space between you and him before he passed?
I was separated from him from the age of 12 up until about the age of 20, and
Okay.
he came into my life briefly before he
Okay.
passed.
So that's what he's talking about. He's showing me that separation before he passed. He's validating that. Um, What he does show me, hun, is that so a couple of things. I see tattoos. I don't know if he has tattoos or how that relates yet. It has something to do with what you asked. I feel like I'm connected to some people who I shouldn't be connected to. I feel he's taking responsibility for his own passing. That doesn't mean that he stabbed himself, but that means that I take responsibility for where I was and how this happened. I do see justice halfway. Now, what I mean by that is that some of the justice you can see, but some of it you can't. But that doesn't mean that God doesn't see it and that there won't be justice in some way, shape, or form. We don't always see it take place through the justice system, but I promise you nobody gets away with anything, ever.
Well, the accuser did go to jail, but the accuser was my older brother. And so the story that he tells me versus what evidence came through, I'm not sure if it lines up the way that it was told. Like you said, you don't feel he was stabbed, where I was told that's what happened.
Yeah, interesting. Because when you say that, and it's your older brother, interesting. No wonder your brother is saying about the generational chains and the generational curses and the things that have been passed down and the traumas your family is dealing with right now. No wonder we're having this conversation. But I do feel an argument. I saw too. When you said it was your older brother, this brother that's on the other side said it takes two. It takes two. It takes
I
two.
I understand that. It takes two to tango.
He said you have to understand that there is no purpose in punishing him anymore. He doesn't wish his brother punishment. He wishes his brother healing. Hurt people hurt people, but healed people heal people. He
Okay.
wants you to focus on healing because then you are a giant light in this world that is going to heal so many souls. He wants you to focus on that, and he's thanking you for forgiving him.
Okay. Oh, it
He
took a
said, I
long
want
time
you.
for me to forgive him for that. It took me a long time for me to see the better side of him and know that. It took two to tango, and I took the better judgment of myself to know the heart inside of him didn't want that outcome. And it was an accident.
It absolutely was. And that's why your brother needs to know that he didn't feel the stab. He didn't feel that pain. All he felt was like when he hit the sidewalk and his soul exited. But he did not leave the physical body. He stayed tethered until everybody was ready to release him. He wants you guys to reconnect. That's why this matters, you understand?
He's actually coming tomorrow.
Oh, see? This is not an accident that we're hooking up today. And he said, when you said that, he goes, please get this up for my brother tomorrow. Please let him know. I need him to know that I forgive him and that I love him and that him healing from this is the greatest gift that he could ever give me or my entire family.
He has been holding on to this, and he has been casting judgment upon himself every day for the past 16 years. And I know this.
Sweetie, hurt people hurt people. And alcohol, it feels like there was alcohol involved or some kind of substance involved. And you have to understand that alcohol stems from the ancient Arabic word al-ghul, as in ghouls, as in we call it spirits. We call it booze because alcohol lowers your conscious ability to control your meat suit, which makes you influenceable by anything and around you. And good beings and energies don't try to influence you, but negative ones do. So when we drink alcohol, we become influenceable by demons. And that's why you don't remember what you're doing. That's why you say such mean stuff. That's why you black out. That's why you do such negative things when you're drinking.
Yeah.
That was not him, but he's broken that chain now. And his brother is so dramatically proud of him. He said that he helped get him out earlier because he didn't want him in there one day longer. He could have had to stay longer in jail than he did. Do you understand that?
Yeah, he had a lot of physical altercations inside.
There's so much forgiveness and just love for you. So much love for you moving forward and having the strength to heal and the courage to heal. He's got the dog with him as well. Do you know if he had like a big pit bull or something like that?
We had one as a small children. Yeah, we did. His name was Spot.
And that dog died traumatically as well, yeah?
That dog had to get put down because it bit a child.
Traumatic passing, yes. Because he said, I tasted blood, which I could feel his trauma, and around the passing of this dog, and he's like, he's here. I got the dog over here too. They're so proud of you. Today is about teaching you to ask for what you need and letting them line it up for you. Knowing he's not gone, knowing that he's still here with you. He says tattoos, and I'm seeing multiple tattoos. So did your brother get tattoos for him? I don't know. Hold on a second. When I say this, I feel do it. Release the pain. Know that there is no judgment on that side. It takes two to tango. He takes just as much responsibility as his brother. And I think his brother has thought of getting a tattoo for him, but he doesn't want to dishonor him. Do you know what I mean?
He has multiple tattoos in remembrance of my brother.
Your brother just winked at you and he's like, sis, did you get one done as well? It's like,
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did.
Loves it. He's showing me a muscle car. An old muscle car.
He he had an incident where he took a friend's car for a joyride, and he liked fast cars. Him and his friend took the car for a joyride and left it at a gas station, but was stupid enough to take pictures and leave the camera in the car. He wasn't the smartest sometimes.
So I think there's a message there too. He's trying to make up for the things that he did wrong here in the physical world. When you said that, he showed me the rose-colored glasses, which is my symbol where I can see things differently on this side than I did when I was here in the physical world. He's going to make it up to him. He's going to line something up in his world too, so that he can make that up for him. And then he said, sis, before I go, I want you to know that I'm in the house. I love that. I don't know if you've redecorated, if you've moved. I'm seeing boxes and things moving around, and him walking around your house telling you how good it looks. And he's really proud of you for this change. What does that mean?
I have, I've changed my room into my little tarot guru room.
Oh,
So I have a whole bunch of healing crystals, my walls full of just knowledgeable things that keep me on a positive path and uplift my spirits. And
he loves it. It's about time. He's so proud of you. And he said, just know that where you go, I'll follow. We are doing this together. You're not healing by yourself. We're all with you. They are your non-physical, spiritual GPS, which means just like your phone GPS, if you have to be specific, you have to say exactly where you want to go, and they will draw you a map and give you voice instructions along the way, just like you did today. I need to hear from you. Boom. Here we are. I didn't go live on Facebook today. I went live on TikTok. I never go live on TikTok first. I always go live on Facebook first. But whatever reason, I got here first. That's him lining you up with whatever you ask. Ask and you shall receive.
thank you so much.
You're welcome. All right, go out there and start healing some souls, because he said you're good at what you're doing and you're going to get better and better and better every single day as you go by. And if you need some help understanding how to go through that journey when you feel like you're alone and your entire family is against you, read my book, Raised by the Dead. It's not long. It's only 141 pages, but it is exactly that journey that you just described.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Know that he loves you. Okay, now he'll pull his energy back. Oh, as one last thing, as he does, and he goes, I didn't know you have that picture of me. And I don't know if it's in your wallet or your purse, but he just tucked it in there and he goes, I love it. I know that you have that there.
Thank you.
Awesome. You have a great rest of your day, okay?
Thank you. You as well.
All right, hon. You just have to click the box for me because I'm technologically challenged.
I don't know how to get off of this. Here.
I know, right? Those of us with spiritual gifts don't have technology gifts, you guys. Just saying. All right, so I have members to get to now. What time is it? Yeah, it's 11:30. I got to take a quick little pee break, and then I have my members. I want to remind you guys that I do this work every single day, and that there's lots of ways to get a message from Spirit from me. You have to go to my website, though, you guys, thmedium.ca. There's trolls that pretend to be me. Don't fall for it. I don't care if they use my face, my pictures, my videos, whatever. If there is somebody who looks like me coming and saying, oh, please come get a message from me, it's not me. I would never do that. But I will just get up here and give you free readings. So I'll post these again on YouTube within a day or so. And I will see you guys back here again probably Monday or Tuesday. Have a great weekend, everyone. Take care.